So then I place that. Oops, actually what we need is, that's sitting right here. This is your hold down pinch clamp. And it goes on there like that before you set it down here. So we'll set it down there. We want to make sure that between the intake and the exhaust that your plug is straight. It's not rubbing it up against the valve spring or anything like that. And we'll just put some pressure on the top and push it right on down in there. Okay. All right, so once we've got that, then we're going to put the hold down bolt down in there, and we're just going to cinch that down with our finger. Okay. Your fuel, your cup is down here. Okay. So your cup goes all the way down and the barrel goes through the cup. So your cup comes up to about right in here. So your fuel that's in the head that's supplying fuel to the injector, it's rolling along a rail that's right around in here. So it's dumping fuel, it's accessing fuel in and around these areas, and then your electronics open it up so that the fuel is allowed to gather inside the injector through these holes. Okay, and once so the electronics open it up and allow the fuel in, and then the electronics close off, and then the rocker pushes down on the mechanical component here, which now pressurizes the fuel to about 3,000 or 4,000 psi. It's over 3,000, and shifts that fuel, pushes it out the 6 holes that are in the very bottom down there. Without this O-ring on there, you will have the fuel leaking past and into the cup directly, and now it's against this area here. It's puddling in there. There's no necessity for that. And it probably doesn't hurt anything, but if you start to have any fuel getting past the, or compression gases for that matter, they'll come back up through there. You can have, if it's leaking compression gases from the combustion chamber back up through, no gasket here. Where's the gases going? Going right in with your fuel. So that's not good. So you should have this lower ring. We can zip the bolts down on those. Again, we're talking about a 14 millimeter, I do believe. Yeah. Now, these are torqued to a straight 60 pounds. There's no degree measurements on these. So we'll set the torque wrench. This is an older torque wrench, no fancy Nancy stuff at the moment, but it is new. So I'm going to crank it up to 60 pounds. Right there. And we're going to torque these 4 down. So now those are all torqued down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ensure to plug them in. So plug them in and get a good click on it. And then ensure that the wiring harness is straight. Those wiring harnesses like to have issues from time to time because oil will saturate them back all the way to the computer. So if you're having injection issues, the first thing to do is to pop the top ECM connector that feeds the wiring harness and check and see if by chance you've got any saturation going. And the wiring harness comes up and goes around and plugs into the ECM. You pop that off and see if there's any oil in there. And I'm clear of oil, so I'm good there. Okay, I also got the new O-ring on here. But now what we're going to do, because these are brand new injectors, or well, they're reman